Welcome to today's video, and we're gonna get straight in onto the Miata. I've made another discovery that I'm not too happy about, but these things are totally normal when you build a car, and essentially, you're gonna get a bunch of teething issues. Now, when I was looking at the clutch issue and stuff, I noticed that there's an oil leak again on the front of the oil pan. I don't think this is the front main. There's a good chance it's not. It seems like it may actually be like my valve cover gasket, maybe leaking, because I can see oil above here, where the front main is obviously lower than that. So it could be dripping all the way down the front of the engine and into that place. So what I want to do is I do need to replace the cam angle sensor O-ring today as well. Because that's leaking on top of the transmission there, which isn't getting into my clutch because it leaks too far back. I know a lot of people were commenting on that and saying that could be why my clutch is slipping. The clutch is completely destroyed because of the power that this thing puts out. But yeah, so before I go and pull apart the whole front of the engine, take the radiator out and everything to do a front main, I just want to make sure that that's 100% it. So I'm going to get the timing cover off and stuff like that, and suss it all out, and then maybe take the valve cover off, because I mean, if I am doing a front main, that all has to come off anyways. But yeah, for now, let's get this started. Feels so wrong pulling this all apart again. Yeah, just recently. Everything looks good other than it's smelling like E85 in there. Alright, so I don't see any oil on the timing belt, which is good. Means that it's not contaminating anything there. Doesn't look like its cam seal's leaking. And it does not look like it's the valve cover leaking. Interesting. Alright, let's keep digging, guys. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably wondering, why am I taking the valve cover off when I'm changing just the O-ring on the cam angle sensor? And in an OEM factory situation, that would be no problem. It would just slide back out and I could take it out with the valve cover there. But because I'm running a coolant reroute kit, and this particular one by Super Miata puts the OEM temperature sensor right there, so when you go to take it out, it hits and fouls on that. So I feel like that's a bit of a design flaw, but it's really not that hard to take the valve cover off for that as well. And plus I wanted to take it off to check and make sure that definitely that wasn't what was leaking. So yeah, and I mean, at the same time I get to see how pretty my head is, so anyways, I'm gonna rip this O-ring off. I've got some brand new Mazda OEM ones here that I picked up from Treasure Coast Miata. So we got the O-ring, and I do have a genuine Mazda front main in case it is the front main on this, which it seems like it's looking more and more like it might be. So yeah, we're gonna go through and switch those out. Hopefully we'll be all good. All right, so I've been pulling everything down, and I finally got to the front main to have a look at it, and it's bone dry at the front main. I don't know if you can see under there, but there's nothing leaking out of the front main whatsoever. There is oil pooling at the bottom there and around it. And then I kind of just kept looking, and you can kind of see the oils all been coming out that cam seal. Damn it! This one too. So AutoZone cam seals screwed me over. Both of them failed. So we're gonna get new ones of those. I was definitely pretty like, hang on, like how could this be the front main again? Like I definitely, like that's a Mazda OEM one in there, and I know that I installed that correctly. So I'm glad that that hasn't been pushing out, because I was starting to worry about crankcase pressure issues or something if it popped out again, but it's definitely cam sensor, cam seals. So I'm gonna get some Mazda OEM ones for that, because clearly every AutoZone seal that I've used on this car, on this engine, has failed. So, and it only lasted like a month and a half. So you guys who were commenting in the comment section who were all saying that, I'm just gonna say right now, you were right and I was wrong, and I should have listened to you. I'm sorry, I really am. So a couple days later, 2 to be precise, since I found the whole cam seal leaking issue and everything with the Miata, and as we know, the Miata is down due to the clutch and everything, so there's no problem in waiting a few days, and it's Monday. I went to Treasure Coast Miata this morning and got me some genuine Mazda OEM seals for the cam seals. I also got a rear main, because I don't want to risk it. Every seal that I got from AutoZone for this car has failed me. So the only seal that's going to be left that came from AutoZone for this engine that I put on here is going to be the rear main. So I'm going to do that when I take the transmission out to put the new clutch on from Flying Miata with the genuine Mazda OEM one. It's just not worth it. I don't know if The AutoZone seals work fine in non-turbo applications. Honestly, everything I've been hearing has literally just been, don't even touch them. They seem to only last about a month before they start leaking again. So I think just a public service announcement, just go and buy yourself genuine Mazda seals. If you don't know where to get them, the perfect place to go is Treasure Coast Miata. And I know I keep telling you guys about Treasure Coast Miata and shouting them out, but you gotta understand, literally, they have everything there. You've seen in my videos, and I mean, their prices are epic as well, and it's super easy to order from them. They ship internationally, worldwide, express shipping options, all that kind of stuff with FedEx. So definitely, if you need anything for your Miata, Roadster, MX-5, whatever you have, those are the guys you need to contact, especially when it comes to getting Mazda OEM seals. They have everything on the shelf there. So yeah, I literally just went for a 30-minute drive, go pick it up, come back here, and now I can fix this. The only thing that really sucks is, you know, when you fix something, you generally want to go and test it out, and I still can't test this thing out until we get that clutch, which is being overnighted from Colorado, which is where Flying Miata is, and it should be arriving tomorrow morning. Now, that aside, let's just start replacing these cam seals. I'm gonna probably put that brand new Mazda OEM front main in as well that I have here, just because I wanna make sure, because this is coming out of a Mazda OEM bag. The other one I didn't get from Treasure Coast. I actually just bought it like randomly on eBay. There's a good chance that's a fake one, so I wanna just put the genuine one in as well. Just putting all genuine Mazda OEM seals in this thing because they're the ones that actually work. So let's do that. Finished with all the seals, and I'm putting the whole front back together now, and I wanted to take a moment to show you guys these ARP M6 bolts that I just installed in my harmonic balancer, and this is a necessity for anyone who's clutch kicking their car, drifting, getting into time attack, or any type of racing. The OEM bolts that are in here, 9 times out of 10, if someone's done your timing in the past, they've actually probably put just standard bolts in, which is the case with mine. Now, these need to be high tensile bolts because all the stress of all your belts and accessories are on this pulley, and as well as the weight of the harmonic balancer and everything. And as you're clutch kicking and really getting into your engine and thrashing it, all these 4 bolts tend to shear and snap off, which is what we saw happen to Chris's Miata, the Ricer Miata, which the aftermath of is here. All 4 bolts completely sheared off, and the harmonic balancer flew flying off the engine. So to prevent that, the OEM ones are high tensile, but the ARP ones are much better quality. So I grabbed these. They're an M6, just like ARP, high tensile, strengthened forged bolt. So some more forged parts on the forged Miata, guys. Reddit, I see you. But anyways, 6601017 is the part number if you guys want to get some. Super easy to do while you're doing your timing belt and stuff. And they come with a 8mm head as well. So it's not like a normal 10mm that you put on there. You use the 8 and torque them to spec. That's very important. But now I'm up to the part where I'm sliding this harmonic balancer on. I need my 2 hands again. So I'm putting the camera down. I'll start a time lapse now. I didn't really want to film me doing the seals because you guys have already seen me do this, and there's a lot of repetitive stuff on this build, but what you guys need to realize, fully forged, like crazy, complete engine breakdown, like completely pulled apart, put all back together, experimenting with things that no one's ever done before and not being able to get any research or information on it. These kind of issues happen. I know a lot of you were saying to replace these seals. I should have listened. I'm sorry. I literally thought it was going to be okay because everyone around me here was saying it was fine. But yeah, anyways, I'm talking too much. Let's get back to this. Most of it's together. I haven't been filming because I just wanted to get it all done. And we've done it before, right? So we're setting it up. We're just gonna do the bottom radiator hose, and then everything's back together. I'll bleed it. We can idle the car and make sure everything's there. But all we're waiting for now is that clutch tomorrow. Drink, my precious. All right, all jokes aside, we're filling the radiator up and, just smashing lights and dropping them on the engine. But the bleeder valve at the back here, you got to crack that on the reroute kit so that it bleeds the system entirely. And you can do that without the engine even running. It's actually really hard to get to that bleeder valve with the coil packs there anyways. So I like to just do this before I put all that on there. Come on, baby, you got this. There she is, drink up. Always use distilled water when filling up your cooling system, water wetter, or you can add some concentrate coolant to that afterwards. But yeah, I'm gonna crack that bleeder.
Look at this thing, just popping all the bubbles out. It looks so weird. It's nearly fully bled. So you want to wait till like a constant stream comes out. See that every time it like sprays up, it means there's air bubbles coming out. So right now, there, see, it looks like it's starting to go normal. So all the air's coming out.
And this thing's still just chugging down. The final piece, the coil packs. Oh yeah. If I was doing this build again from start, I would have invested in proper coil packs, like coil on plug coil packs, instead of the system that they use like with the Miata. Now I haven't run into any issues yet, but I know like I'm right at issues door with coil system. But I also have these really expensive, thick, competition level grade, like I guess spark leads. They help a lot. So we haven't had any spark issues. In fact, I'm still on I'm not even on 7Es yet, I'm still on 6Es. So I just gapped them all the way down to 18. Seem to hold the boost and not have any blowout issues, so I'm pretty happy with that. Sick, so I'm gonna plug all this in and then we'll crank this thing up next clip. So fingers crossed this thing's ready now to start. I just can't remember if I already disconnected the battery for the transmission to come out. So. Nope, we're good, okay, we're good. Let's see, is it gonna start? Go around to the front and watch and see, just in case it flows.
Dude.
One more prime. We're in neutral. All right, here we go. If there's a big loud noise, let me know. Scream at me.
All right.
Take it for a drive. No clutch line. But it's all back together, so that's good. Just while this is warming up, I noticed a bunch of you guys were saying that this will spew oil fumes on the belts. I don't think that's possible because this actually has a built-in like filter that separates everything out of it. Also, if you ever need to know if it's full, you just unscrew this and check the level. And then you put it back in. So, super cool. The only other thing I need to do on this is I need to put 2 little zip ties there just to hold that. I mean, I don't think it's going to go in the water pump belt, but I just want to hold it up there because it kind of helps cover up that hole. And that's about it. This thing's all back together now, so big win there. So I'm going to actually leave today's video here. We got the car running, everything is good there. Tomorrow, fingers crossed the clutch comes first thing in the morning and I can get this thing done. Even if it comes in the afternoon, I'm doing it tomorrow. We've got some other shenanigans to probably get up to, and I am sorry for the lack of uploads the last couple of days. I'll be back like, you know, full steam ahead onto my normal schedule. It's just the last couple of days have been kind of hectic. No parts arrived or anything like that, and there was nothing really to film. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take more time off, and I've been really enjoying like learning and teaching myself to do that. Sometimes it's just better to take time off and instead of trying to, you know, wring the rag out and get that last little bit of content out of things, you know what I mean? Anyways, I'm talking too much. Thanks for watching. I will see you all in tomorrow's video. I'm excited. Hopefully the car will be running again. We're gonna break in the clutch for 400 miles, 2 tanks of gas, whatever required. It's gonna be good. Peace out. Jamata.